Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are diving into some new products that I picked up, including the Samarian Sunset palette from Adept Cosmetics that y'all suggested in the comments. I did have a fail though. Like, it literally disappeared. Now, in order to find out what I'm talking about, you just have to watch the video. But before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look, what products worked and which ones didn't, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, we are trying out a bunch of new products that I picked up, and the first thing is the Samarian Sunset from Adept Cosmetics. When I did the, what is it, Cyber Choir, everyone was like, you need to try Samarian Sunset. So I picked it up. The packaging is really pretty. I love this color. It's just so beautiful. And then this is the color story. Very pretty. I had a different shirt on. I was like, no, that's not going to work with this palette. But looking at the shades, I love the bottom row. It's kind of like the fall grungy shades with this green, and then this one's a little bit more of like a olive green. Well, it looks brown, but on camera it looks olive green. Interesting. But then you've got this really pretty orangey shade. The shimmers and the chromes are where it's at for me. There are so many. I am so excited to swatch this, dive in, play around with it. I do also have some other items in front of me from the Makeup by Mario Contour, the new Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Foundation. So we're definitely trying out a whole bunch of new products. Let me do the swatches, see what this color story is all about, and we're going to dive in and see what we can come up with. Y'all, these swatches, they are so good. The names are interesting. Like, some of them I may not be able to pronounce, like Packled, P-A-K-L-E-D. It's the last one in the top row. That shade, so it looks orange in the pan, but on the arm it's got orange into like fiery red. These are stunning. Rissa green, but then it's also got like a pinky, orangey, yellowy shift. I'm in love with Trill, which is kind of like a peachy pink. And then even Tall Sheer. That one looks like it is kind of like a pressed glitter, but it's just so finely milled. It's kind of holographic, like a holochrome. The shade Mogue, the first one in the pan, or in the palette, is just a beautiful champagne. It has like silver undertones, but it leans a little gold. I am so glad you recommended this palette. Thank you to everyone who put it in my comments when I did the Cyborg Choir. This palette is gorgeous. And part of me is like, do I think I could get away with using Darmok, Positronic Net, and Mogue for work? I want to, because I'm like, ooh, that'd be really pretty, but I really want to use Mogue. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure what colors I want to use. I don't know if I want to keep it dark and use some of the deeper chromes, or if I want to keep it on the like a little bit lighter airy side. Let me pry my eyes, look at these a little bit closer, but we'll come up with something. Okay, I have a way forward. We're going to go into the shade Positronic Net. I'm going to put this in the crease in the outer V. I'm going to use my fluffy crease brush for it. If you guys hear heavy breathing, we are watching Luke's sister's dog, and I had the gate up so they couldn't get upstairs. Well, he wasn't a fan of it, and he broke through the gate. It's just one of those like freestanding. It's not like pinned to the wall and he pulled a hole through. He just wasn't having that. I was up here and they were down there by themselves. Dixon is still on the back of the couch taking his little nap, but Marley, like, he came up here and I was like, no, because Sochi's in our cat tower. He's also scared of the cat. But I don't think he realizes she's in here. Because I have a blanket draped on our tower so she can kind of hide if she wants to. But I can hear him like breathing hard, and I'm like, dude, you've been laying there for a second. Like, you shouldn't be out of breath. He's a like Asa Poodle Doodle Lab. He's one of the mixes. He's really cute, but he just has the dopiest face, and I'm like, man. He just stares at you like, are you gonna pet me? Are you gonna pet me? Can you pet me now? I'm like, dude, I'm on the computer. He's such a sweetheart, though. He just wants to be in the vicinity of somebody. So he is currently on the floor with, like, just chilling. Alright, so it's a very pale peach. I just want something to buffer because I'm about to dive into that orangey shade. Into the shade Delta Quadrant. This one I'm going to pick up on my fluffy crease brush just to flick it through, and then we'll deepen it up. But I've said it in the past, like, I don't use a lot of orange, so I was like, ooh, today's the day, like, let's do orange. I'm just dipping in slightly because I barely dipped in last time and I got all of this. So I'm just building it up slightly, and then I'm going to use my compacted smudge brush to define it a little bit more and deepen it up. I say deepen it up. I don't know that I need to like deepen it up too much, but switching brushes. So Luke and I haven't really posted anything about it. We've just been slowly telling our friends and family. And he asked me not to post. Not on Facebook. He's like, please don't post it on Facebook. I was like, okay. So I haven't posted on any of my social media. But I also know that like his friends and family are not watching my channel. And I want to share it with you guys. But Luke proposed. It was one night we had like a bunch of his family over. And we had cooked out and just had dinner and hung out for a while. And you would have thought he would have done it with all his family there. He waited till they all left and then asked if I would marry him. Which I did. I said yes. But we've been kind of keeping it to ourselves. And just tucking that little secret away. And then as we see our friends or like text them or whatnot, we let them know. The first person I text was my dad and mom. And so we were, after he proposed, we ended up going back out by the fire and hanging out and talking for a little bit. And it's too early. Like, so it's been less than a week. And I think I've been doing pretty good, like just not really like posting about it or talking about it or whatever. I wear my ring, but I don't like, oh my god, look what he did. But I think we're gonna have some time before we get married. Only because my schedule, his schedule, it's not gonna allow for it to be like next year or whatever. So I think that's the plan right now, is just slowly figure things out, and like we'll eventually pick a date, but we also need to see what his schedule looks like. I'm gonna go into the shade Packled. I really don't know how to say that. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna pick it up on my middle finger. Oh, that is so stunning. and right here in the middle. But Luke and I have been together for 2.5 years now. And we've talked about marriage and things, but I let him do it at his time frame. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade Far Point. This one has like the pinky glitter in it, and I think it'll play well with Packled. Ooh. So we're gonna take it right through here. Ooh, I really like that. But it was very sweet how he proposed. And even then, he's not really good at like retelling the story. And people are like, how did you propose? How did you do it? And he's like, well, I just walked in, got on my knee and said, we should get married. And I was like, that is not how that happened. He's a little jokester. It was much sweeter than that. But he's such a clown. Ooh, I really like this. All right, let me go do this eye. I'll be back because I have some other new products to try out. Okay, I've already primed my skin because I have a new foundation. The Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation. It's 24-hour wear and hyaluronic acid. If you've been here before when I've talked about foundations, I haven't been doing matte foundations. I'm 39 years old and I have fine lines and pores, and there's things I just don't want to show through my foundation. I want it to look flawless and like second skin. But I saw this on like soft matte. Is it glowy? Is it matte? We're gonna find out. We're gonna try it and see. I do like the original Born This Way foundation. I didn't like the Born This Way matte foundation. It was just too drying on my skin. I did go ahead prime my skin with more of a hydrating primer. Those are linked down below if you want to check that out. I picked mine up in the shade Light Beige. It also says weightless formula, sweat and humidity resistant, 12-hour moisture, non-creasing, non-caking for 24 hours. That's the only reason I bought this. I'm like, ooh, not cakey, non-creasing. Okay. Otherwise, like, no. Matte foundations are not my friends as I've gotten older. So I also don't think this is my right color. We might have to deepen it up a little bit. I'm also just... sometimes trying to get these started is the worst because it's literally just sucking the air through the little thing right here. Oh my goodness. Well, that might be too much. We're gonna start with one side of the face. Yeah, that's too light. It looks like I'm gonna need like a mixing medium to make it like a little bit darker, or my e.l.f. Halo Glow the next time I use this, if I use it. Actually, because I haven't tanned in like a week, it's actually fairly close to my skin color. Not too bad. You can always deepen it up with bronzer and contour and things like that. So it's not super matte. There is like a hint of glow to it, nothing too crazy. And for the one pump that I have, it's got really good like coverage. Especially like it canceled out the redness that I have. Okay. Just applying it is not the final, like I still have to set it and everything else, but so far I think it looks really good. We'll just do small pumps and see. That was not enough. I'm trying. Because that's the other thing is I don't want to overdo it and then not be able to take it away. I would rather start it out. The other thing is it looks like it's oxidized a little bit compared to this side. But it does seem like a little bit goes a long way, and being able to build it will be nice. I could use a little bit more in some areas. The other thing is I'm still going to use concealer and bronzer. I have the new contour from Makeup by Mario that we're going to use next. So I have the Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. So it's got a pump, which I'm not going to use because it does also have a doe foot applicator. So this is in the shade Medium. Did that just disappear? Like I'm starting to see it, but it like started to disappear. It's kind of like a liquidy, watery formula. It's not super heavy, kind of like a water to gel type of consistency. So it's going to be one of those that's like subtle sculpting. But I do like that it's like slowly building. So for someone who wants it to be a little more natural, because that's what I'm getting is more of a natural finish on this. Interesting. I also feel like I shouldn't have to use this much to like get any payoff. There's part of me that's like, I don't think this is going to be enough. It's very subtle. If you want subtle bronzer, this. And like I said, I have mine in shade Medium because I'm like a light to medium type of shade right now. And even for the foundation not being like the most accurate of shades, I feel like it's still fairly light. I also don't have a lot of stuff from Makeup by Mario. I had the foundation, which I decluttered. I think I still have the concealer, but like other than that, I don't really have anything from, like I don't have his eyeshadow palettes. It's okay. I'm gonna concealer, powder. I'll be back because I have blush, and of course we need to finish off the under eye. Okay, face is powdered, and we need to finish off this under eye. Orange is not my thing, but it's really, it's just catching the attention right now. I was thinking about deepening it up in the outer corner, and I was like, maybe I should just leave it. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave it and I'll play with other shades at a later date. Okay. Now for the under eye. And I was like, ooh, do I stick with orange or do I use one of the green shades? I think I'm going to use one of the green shades. I'm going to use this green shade right here. I think it's Tanagra, but I'm just going to use my little smudge brush. I'm going to bring it the entire length. This might be a mistake, but it also could be really pretty, so. It gives me pumpkin vibes. Okay, into the shade Delta Quadrant. I'm going to pick this one up on my compacted smudge brush and just finesse the outer corner area. I'm really liking this. And then of course with liner and mascara, it's gonna change the entire thing. Now as for my skin, I like how it looks right now. Finishing it off with blush and highlighter, setting spray, it's gonna help with some of the powdery, like right now it looks a little bit powdery, but we'll see how it does once it's sprayed with setting spray and how it holds up. But do have a new blush. This one is from Kosas. This is the, is it Blushes Life in Bliss? I'm excited to try this out. The other thing is my highlighter is cream. We'll see. But I keep seeing these on my TikTok feed and I was like, oh, I really want to pick those up. I do love Kosas. I love all the products I've picked up from them in the past. So I'm excited to try this out. Haven't been using a lot of like pressed powder blushes lately. It's like a wash of color. Is today's makeup disappearing act like bold eye and disappearing makeup? Because I'm pretty sure I can't see my bronzer anymore. And I have another one that I picked up from Say, and I was like, ooh, I should use this one. I really wanted to try out the Makeup by Mario one. Next time. That's really pretty. It is buildable. It takes some time. I had asked the question because I'm like, I know I use cream, but I see some people use cream and powder. You guys answered me and told me that you like to use cream and then add powder on top of it because it makes it last a little bit longer, and sometimes it changes like the shade of it, kind of like what I did with the Huda Beauty blush filter, just adding 2 shades to make like a blush cocktail. So I will definitely do that and try it out. Because I was trying a new blush, I didn't want to do that. So I just wanted to see how it worked on its own. But in a future video, I will definitely be trying out some of your guys' suggestions. And I only picked up one shade of the Kosas. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. It's just so beautiful. It kind of has a subtle glow, which I like. But powders with a shimmer in it or a glowiness to it sometimes accentuate texture. This doesn't seem to be doing that. Which one did I use the other day? Like, it wasn't the other day, it was like a month or so ago. In one of my videos, I tried the Milani again. And I was like, what is going on with the texture? And I just think that over time, my skin has changed. And now, what used to be one of my favorite blushes is no longer, because it's catching on all the imperfections. I'm just like slowly building it up to make sure that I don't like overdo it. But this is really pretty. Okay, and then I placed an order with Dior. I don't know that I needed to, but I really wanted to try their Forever Glow Maximizer. They have like 5 or 6 different shades. I got mine in nude. I didn't want the pink, or like, they had a bunch of different shades. I just wanted something that looks like a champagne kiss. So I picked up nude. I was tempted to pick up, was it like the rose gold one? Rosé? But I didn't. I fought the urge. I think I'm going to put this on the back of my hand and use my brush to apply it. Ooh, it's really pretty. But I also need to do my inner corner. So I'm like, ooh, I don't usually do creams in the inner corner, but we'll make it work. And I tap it into place. I don't drag it when I use a cream, because I don't want it to pull the makeup off. Just kind of like a lit from within. It's really pretty. So I'm just putting it onto my brush, but also like diffusing it a little bit, because I'm just gonna ever so slightly over the brow bone. Ooh, that is pretty. That is really pretty. I feel like I could probably build it up a little bit more if I wanted to, but I also don't want to ruin my makeup with it being too overbearing. And it is not disturbing the powder. It's kind of like a gelish formula. You guys, that's how intense it is on the back of my hand. I'm sure I could get it on my skin like this, but I really like this. It's just kind of like a sprinkle of dew on the cheeks. Have you guys tried this and picked it up? Like, and I almost passed on it. I was like, I don't need that. I don't need it at all, but it's really pretty. Okay, I need to do eyeliner, brows. I'll be back for mascara and lips. Okay, you guys, now we need to do mascara. When I ordered my foundation, they did send me a sample of the Too Faced Naturally Better Than Sex mascara. I have the original, which I really enjoy, as well as the primer, but I don't want to use the primer with this because I just want to see how it performs on my lashes. I'm pretty lucky in the fact that my lashes are long and full. I don't have extensions, and I don't use falsies too much. Sometimes it's just too much effort. So I want to try this out, see how it works, because I love the original. I did already curl my lashes. Okay. I mean, it's supposed to be natural, right? I'm not looking for all the drama, but This would be a good, like, go to work type of mascara. There's also a reason I never purchased it, because I was like, oh, I tend to go for the more dramatic because the volume or the thickening, the lengthening, I like that on my lashes. So to be sent a sample of it, I appreciate. I mean, I do have a lot of samples already open, but I like to try products that I wouldn't normally like have purchased. So this is one coat, and you can see my like lashes better because these are almost blonde. Like, they look non-existent. Side profile seems to be like the best way for you guys to see them. All right, so we'll go in one more coat before I do the other side. It's nice though. And it's not like crunchy looking. So that is 2 coats on the lashes. Even for being like naturally or natural looking mascara, I feel like it's got some good payoff. But let's fix this up right here. Okay, now for lips. I picked up the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lift Liner. And I think I got mine in the shade Rosy Mauve. No, Dusty Mauve. So it's interesting. It has like a guard. Actually, for the lips, I have from Dior. This is the Dior Addict lipstick. And I don't remember the shade. It's Peony Pink. So they have the, what is it? The pink Canage. You get to choose your packaging and then your little refillable so you can switch them out, and I went with the pinkish one. So let's swatch this one, make sure like it's the right lip liner. So that is the lipstick, and the lip liner is a little bit deeper. That's fine. Everything's fine. I did also pick up the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid. I got mine in the shade 760 Forever Glam. It's the beautiful, luscious red. This is not the vibe today. So let's go ahead and line the lips. The lip liner is weird. I'm used to it being round, not flat. Okay. The shade is pretty. I don't know about the application. It is so juicy on the lips. It feels so good. do love this packaging. And I do not splurge too frequently. This for me was a splurge. I was like, oh, I really like that. But the refills and being able to like swap them out, that's worth it for me. Okay, you guys, this is the final look, and I really like how my makeup turned out. The lip, I'm not so sure that it's like what I would have paired with this eye look, but I really like it. It feels so good on the lips right now. Now, let's talk about the products that I tried. So for eyes, the Adept Cosmetics Samarian Sunset, this palette is gonna get a lot of love, especially in the fall. I love these shades. Not necessarily for spring or summer, but definitely for fall. These like grungy green and orange, definitely something that I would wear, especially when the leaves are changing and they're falling off the tree. That's what this gives me. Now, the chromes and shimmers in here are stunning. And I feel like I could dip into another palette that has other shades that would play well with these. But I am falling in love with their eyeshadow palettes. I really appreciate the suggestions from y'all down in my comments. If you have more suggestions on indie brands I need to try or palettes that are being released that you want to see me try out, definitely let me know. As I'm preparing to go to Germany, which I think I'm like 40 days now, I'm trying not to like purchase things that are pre-order. There was one that I really wanted to pick up, but I was like, oh, it's shipping mid-July. And I was like, I'm probably not going to be here for it to ship to me. So yes, I could have Luke forward it to me in Germany, but also I'm kind of like, do I want to chance that? So I'm being very particular about the things that I pick up and film with, and just knowing that some things may not arrive in time for me to review and film before I leave. Let me know your suggestions. I will definitely try some of those out. Now, for my foundation. So far, I like it. I like how my skin looks, especially after putting setting spray on. It seemed to like the powders just melted in. It's not showing all my texture. I might see about like a different primer. I'll play around with the different primers. My one concern is that if I don't have enough like hydration in my skin, it may actually not be a suitable foundation for me, especially in the winter. When I start to dry out in the winter, I can't use a mattifying. I just need something glowy that has hydration, that's just gonna juicify and plump the skin. But right now, I don't hate it. Then again, I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day. I will do my best to check in before I take it off, and like if I don't film the check-in, I will definitely put it in the drop-down box. But we will have a couple hours of wear to see how it performs. Does it last? Does it fall into lines and pores and, you know, the fun stuff. The blush, I really like this shade. It is very subtle. I was able to build it up. It could probably be a little bit deeper. I just didn't want to go too intense, especially because I have a very intense eye look today. So I will probably try this out a couple more times. Definitely wear it for work. It seems something like that I would wear on a daily basis. Oh, the Dior Forever Glow. This is beautiful. And I kept seeing it and I was like, I don't really need it, the price point. And then I bought it. And I'm glad I did. It is really pretty. I don't tend to gravitate towards a lot of cream highlighters. It's just, I like the Super Shock highlighters. Are they the Super Shock? From ColourPop. Because they're kind of like a cream to gel formula. This full-on cream, I know I've got the Charlotte Tilbury wand. I do something similar with that, but it just honestly depends. I tend to reach for powders more, but I like how this just kind of like melted into the skin. Let me know your thoughts. Have you picked this up? Are you going to? The price point was the one thing, and I was like, ugh, that hurts like right here in my heart, how much it's gonna be. But I splurged. I did splurge on it. And then, where did it go? Like, where is it? It like disappeared. And this is not a light shade. Did anyone else try this? And did it disappear on you? I don't think I should have to like look like I just freaking dotted on all of my contour. Like I went in pretty heavy with it and it's still, where did it go? Let me know, you guys, because I don't like, I have other contours and bronzers that are cream that I prefer better and have better color payoff and don't just disappear off of my skin. That's just my opinion. This, I think, is a fail for me. I might try it out one more time if it doesn't do what I want it to do. And there shouldn't be a trick to cream products like this. Let me know. Let me know, you guys. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.